Chernobyl nuclear power station is located in Ukraine. The power station included 4 nuclear reactors, each capable of producing 1 gigawatt of electrical power. Built in the 1970s, the power station began producing energy in 1983. At the time of the accident, the 4 reactors were only producing about 10% of the energy used in Ukraine. On the night of Friday, April 25th, engineers carried out an unauthorized experiment. It involved operating the plant at reduced power with the coolant pumps slowed down. Some of the safety systems and alarms were switched off during the experiment. Then on April 26th, the reactor lost its cooling water, so the heat level rose so much that the graphite in the reactor core caught on fire and a burst of radioactive material swept over the Ukrainian land. The accident contaminated 100,000 square miles, which is about 8% of Ukraine. High levels of radiation were reported in Sweden as well as Finland, Denmark, and Norway, which promoted scientists to look elsewhere for the sudden and high rate of radioactivity. American spy satellites detecting intense heat at Chernobyl proved the Swedish experts were correct in their calculations and assumptions. But Soviet officials remained silent and secretive about the disaster, as well as denied that the accident even occurred. President Reagan urged the Soviets to provide a full account of the events that took place at the Chernobyl plant. The USSR did not inform its own citizens of the accident or warn them of the impending danger from the high levels of radioactivity. The immediate area around the power station was finally evacuated 36 hours after the incident. Soviet leader Mikhail Gorbachev finally informed his country about Chernobyl's nuclear blast 18 days later. The Chernobyl accident led to huge health problems in the Ukraine and elsewhere. Plant personnel, firefighters, medical staff, and cleanup workers suffered the most. Reporters from Belarus indicate a 50% drop in birth rates and a steady rise in miscarriages and birth defects. Other estimates claim that over 3 million Russians suffered radiation exposure, with 370,000 likely to develop a radiation-linked illness. By 2001, estimates of total deaths from Chernobyl accident totaled 15,000. This is truly a disaster that never ended.